Right, everybody, this is the latest Manchester United news. I'm going to be talking about Rashford potential exit to AC Milan and his agent or his brother meeting with representatives. I'll be talking about Menu exit and the latest on that, Nuno, Mendes, and much more. Rashford to Tottenham. Really, where's Rashford going to go? And let's get straight into it. Listen, Marcus Rashford are understood to be discussing internally whether a straight loan or a loan with an option or an obligation is the best course of action. If indeed they allow him to leave, a permanent departure is likely to be assessed in the summer, with Manchester United aiming to raise his market value before then. Manchester United are aware of Marcus Rashford's brother in Milan. Formal approaches from a number of clubs expected. United discussing if a straight loaner with an option is best course. If needed, they allow him to leave, including Rashford staying beyond United. Rashford's agent Dwayne Maynard flew to Milan today to hold exploratory talks with AC Milan about a potential loan deal. Tottenham want to sign Rashford on loan. AC Milan, Dortmund and Tottenham want Rashford on loan. In terms of other stuff, Marcus Rashford was not with the squad of Manchester United on Wednesday and will train individually as he recovers from the thing that kept him out against Liverpool on Sunday. No talk so far between Spurs and Rashford's camps. I don't think that will happen. Manchester United are prepared to sanction a straight loan along with obligation for Marcus Rashford, with a permanent solution would require 40 million plus. Rashford is understood to still be in Thomas Tuchel's England plan. Marcus Rashford aware that Rashford's brother and agent is in Italy talking to Milan. A number of clubs are expected to approach United over a potential deal. AC Milan's strategy is to focus on a deal that they can let him sign Marcus Rashford as opposed to just a loan. They see him as an ideal player for the new manager Sergio Conceição's project. Listen, it's looking like Rashford is going to leave. We know that. In terms of AC Milan, obviously it's looking like the most recent thing is they want a permanent deal. Rashford's a player who has struggled. I think AC Milan will be a perfect fit. It's a very good league. The Italian league, AC Milan have just won a trophy. They have some very good players. I mean, would he be able to get in over Rafael Leao at the moment? That would be the biggest issue. Could United manoeuvre a swap deal? I'd love to see Leao in a United shirt. But Milan looks like the most concrete one. It has been sort of, where does he go? Saudi, other clubs. But AC Milan looks pretty confident at the minute and it's the most sort of news that's been going on the most. I think it will be an interesting one. He was not with the squad. He is kind of being frozen out, whether you agree with it or not. That is what's happening at the moment. He's a player, again, as I said, struggling for confidence, struggling to get minutes on the pitch for Manchester United. Hasn't played in a while. In terms of where does he go, as I said, AC Milan will probably be perfect for him. His agent is just trying to get him out there. He probably is meeting with loads of clubs. Obviously, the biggest issue would probably be the wage, because he's on 350 grand a week. If he like clubs wanting to sign him, potentially AC Milan will look at that as a big sort of issue. But let's see what happens on that Rashford situation. I think it will be interesting to see. His agent is definitely looking for talks for other clubs, and is understood that he does want to leave. We know that with AC Milan about potential loan deal, it has been then developed to a permanent deal. Now the next thing, Amad Diallo close to sign a new contract long term with Manchester United. Shouldn't take much longer as negotiations are nearing completion. The 20-year-old winger has recorded 6 goals and 7 assists for Manchester United so far this season. He's untouchable and a key part of the club's future. Listen, I think there's just a few minor things in that in that Amad contract, and I'm sure he will be at United. Obviously, the contract runs out in 2025, so we can actually talk with clubs at the moment, but I don't think he's doing that, and I'm sure his future will be announced relatively soon. Now, the next thing is Mendes. Manchester United will not try and persuade PSG to part ways with Nuno Mendes in January, although they will try to move in the summer, particularly if his contract's talk remains deadlocked. Nuno Mendes is very interested in reuniting with Ruben Amorim at Manchester United. PSG are, however, not overly worried and see this as a part of the negotiation process. They will discuss a new deal with him soon. Listen, I don't know when his contract runs out. I can find out. Nuno Mendes contract, PSG, it runs out until 2026, so you could get him on a very cheap deal in the summer, maybe like half the price, because he will only have a year left on his deal. Obviously, it could be a negotiation tactic, but the fact that he's keen to reunite with Ruben Amorim could be something that you do have to take. You have to look at that. Would he potentially want to come to Manchester United? I think there is definitely a player in there. I wouldn't mind getting him on loan. I think with these sorts of players, we need a left wing back immediately in January, and I think waiting is not gonna only hinder United, it's gonna cost us in the long run. So I think maybe even bringing back Alvaro Fernandez, just anyone realistically on loan, and then we can kind of fully assess the situation in in the summer. It's a very desperate deal, and I do think we need to bring a player in ASAP, whether that is Nuno Mendes, whether that's someone else. A left wing back should be the highest of priorities right now for Manchester United. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. That's been the latest news. On Garnacho, he's been linked to Atletico Madrid, but I don't think there's anything concrete in that. So, yeah, obviously Kangin Lee has been reported linked to Manchester United. And Manchester United have not ruled out the possibility of signing Randall Kolo Mawani on loan this season. Let's see what happens. Thank you for watching. That's been the latest news.